everyone. Thought I would start off, with Sadie here. Sadie, come on. Say hi to everybody. Come here. Come on. Oh. Say hi. Look at the camera. See? Oh, hello. She's all excited. Hi, everyone. Hey, everyone. Just wanted to say hi. And Carol, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Great way to start off a live. Good reminder that if you want to get your comment highlighted and if you want to send a cute meme like Carol just did, you can click the $ below and do some super chats. Another bonus of super chats. You want to hear the best thing about super chats? They really piss the trolls off. The trolls get so mad about super chats. So if you want to piss off a troll, do a super chat. It's an added benefit. You also get to support my channel, help me make a living at this YouTube thing. So howdy, how y'all doing? I'm losing, I lost your comments. So I'm going to sit down at my computer. Actually, so that I can read the comments. Hey, Richard, good to see you. Hey, Bubba, good to see you. And Wood Thrush, hi. Blue Ridge Mountains, oh, lovely, I've been there. And Carol, hi. See, all my favorite people are here. Hi, Sally and Melissa, hello, and welcome as a new moderator. Hi, Denise, good to see you. And John and Paige, and let me see, Stinky's RV, and another John. Hi, Edie. Good to see you. I owe you an email. I saw it, and I have a lot to say, so I will respond to your email soon. Hello, Colleen Goodell from Louisiana. I'm going to sit down so that, is it... I don't know if my glasses are wrong, or is it just progressive lenses that I'm always going like this? You guys who've been wearing progressive lenses a while, is this just the way you do it? It seems like no matter how far away I am, I always have to do that. All right. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. I just dropped you. All right. Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? I just totally dropped you in Sadie's bowl. All right. And I was cool, but now I'm kind of hot. All right, how we doing here? How's the light? Can you see me? Is everything all right? All right. Yeah, ouchie, huh? Okay, I'm gonna pop out the chat here, and everything is looking good on the chat. Let me open a window because I'm suddenly very hot. All right. I'm gonna try to do this. Welcome. How y'all doing today? Everybody here, give me a thumbs up. All the thumbs ups are awesome. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Sandra. And Alaska Go Bears. Rock Child of the 60s, Janelle, and Carol and Sally and Teresa from Maryland. Charles takes a little bit to get us to. Denise, ouch. You all said ouch. Sorry about that. I know. You probably saw a dark, gross corner of my RV too, underneath my my couch here. And hi, Cass Love, good to see you. And Richard says he can't wear progressives. Oh yeah, progressives. I'm not in New York yet. And I will talk about my New York meetup here pretty soon. I want to get everybody a chance to jump on. And here to see you and piss off the trolls. I know, it's good to see you, Carol. Pissing off the trolls. That's always good. Yeah, we have a new, YouTube has a new feature, which is totally awesome, that you have to be a subscriber to comment. And they allow me to set the time from 5 minutes to 20 minutes or custom. I was kind of tempted to make people, we'll see how it goes today, to make people a subscriber for a day. Because right now the max is 20 minutes unless I set a custom. So we'll see how it goes. That should help with the moderating. And by the way, thank you, moderators. There's a lot of you here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Not only do you help me kind of keep things going by not having to look at the nastiness that can go on here, but you help keep it a safe and fun place for everybody, not just me. And let me see. Let me see. How do I pop out my chat? Where is it? Will that do it? No. All right. I'm on my Mac. My Mac doesn't seem to be letting me pop out the chat. Why not? What is that? Huh. That's very strange. All right. Usually on my, that's so weird. Let me see if I make the screen bigger. Usually on my other computer, on my, my other computer that's not a Mac, there's usually an option to pop out. There it is. Pop out chat. Okay, there we go. There we go. So now I can see you guys better. Maximalist Minibus, it's good to see you. I also owe you an email. And since YouTube thinks I'm a new member, yes, you can comment. I know, that was funny. They thought you were a new member. Hey, Jane, it's good to see you. And Colleen, thank you. Saying my hair looks good. It's clean. And it's, hey, I've been cutting it myself. Since the pandemic, I have not had a haircut since the pandemic started. And I went on YouTube to learn how to cut my own hair, and I'm getting pretty good at it. The first time I cut it, like 2 weeks ago, I did a really good job, but then I decided I wanted shorter layers on the top. And so I went in and chopped another layer, and now it's kind of funky. So I did good the first time, but now I think it's funny. Charles wants to know, have I ever stayed in the Ocala forest? Yes, I have. You can do a video search and find out. I had a funny experience or an interesting experience in Ocala National Forest. And hi in Cornwall, England. It's good to see you. And Da Vinci, welcome. And thank you for welcoming them. And let me see. How's this? All right. And Joyce, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Kathy. What's going on? I saw Kathy hang in there. Kathy, Adam. You're in the hospital? I'm sorry you're in the hospital. Are you in the hospital or your husband? Anyway, Kathy, I'm sorry you're going through a hard time. I didn't even realize. Sadie sends love and kisses. Sadie, I know. She hates it when I pay attention to anybody but her. Look at, say hi. See? What's that right there? What's that right there? My little chipmunk killer. She catches like a chipmunk a day lately. Hey, thanks for the super chat. Thank you. Nana's opinion. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yay, I appreciate it. And yeah, there we go. Thank you for the super chat. Super chats, by the way, help me make a living as a YouTube creator, which is a full-time job plus some. So thank you all so much for everything you do to support my channel. Patrons support my channel. You guys support my channel, watching every video, and many of you do. You watch every video. Oh, and commercials. Let's talk about commercials really quick. So about a month ago, I said that I was going to I was going to stop doing the mid-roll ads because they had gotten so out of control. I would put up a video, go to the monetization section to check the mid-roll ads to see what they were doing. Literally, and you guys know this, there would be like 12 mid-roll ads. So I had to remember to go into monetization every time to change that or to delete most of the commercials or whatever. And after a while, I was like, you know what? This is ridiculous. I'm just going to stop doing mid-roll ads. If I stop doing mid-roll ads, it's one click. It's easier. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stop doing mid-rolls. And I told you guys, when I told you guys I was going to stop doing mid-rolls, two things happened. Number one, you guys said, I don't mind the ads. Yeah, when there's 12 ads in a 20-minute video, that's ridiculous. But by far, most of you said you don't mind the ads. And it got me thinking, actually, no, I think you guys told me that that's your way. Not everybody can afford to support me on Patreon or through PayPal or through Super Chat. but you guys feel that your dues, you know, that you help support me by watching the ads. And so most of you are like, I don't mind the ads. That's how we support you. That's how I say thank you. And so that kind of surprised me. You guys are always so awesome. So that was one thing. And plus some people, yeah, some people pay for YouTube Premium and don't have ads, but for overwhelmingly, the feedback I got was, I don't mind ads. That's what I do to support your channel. The second thing is, when I said that I was going to delete mid-roll ads, I said I was going to try it out. I said, we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. What's really interesting is, over time, you know, I put up more videos. I mean, once they started putting 12 ads in, I think when COVID hit, things got really bad for advertising. We all saw a major drop in revenue when COVID hit, because advertisers were pulling back, especially at first. So I think they started adding more ads, because I didn't see, when they went from adding 2 ads to 12 ads, I didn't see an increase in revenue. In fact, I saw a decrease in revenue. So I was interested to see what's going to happen when I pull back those mid-roll ads. I saw a 30% decrease, 25 to 30%. Right now it's back up a little bit, but I saw about a 30% decrease in YouTube revenue. That's a big hit, 30%. So I'm being completely transparent and open with you guys, because I don't want you to think that I'm going back on a promise or anything. And I'm going to explain to you, you know, why I'm going to put ads back in the middle of my videos. 30% is a big hit. And most of you said you don't mind. So you will hopefully never see 12 ads in a video. I will manually go in and manually make sure there's if I were watching the video, something that I could live with. And usually that's like 3 or 4, you know, maybe one in the beginning, maybe one in the middle, and one toward the end. So that's what I'm going to start doing from now on. Okay. So I just want to be completely transparent. I don't want you to think I'm going back on my word. I said at the time that I was going to try it. And actually, when I got your feedback that said, you know what, I don't mind the commercials, I almost turned them right back on then. But I was like, no, I said I would turn them off. So let's just see how it goes. And it was a big hit. So Kim, a tofu fund. Thank you, Kim, for the super chat. Tofu is always appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So how much do you get from each ad? I don't know. They don't give me that information. That's the short answer. Yeah, it's not, yeah, that's not how they pay us. It's not like, oh, here, because it depends on how many views and watch time. And there's a whole lot that goes into it. I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, 30%. So luckily, YouTube accounts for anywhere between, I think, 40 to 60% of my revenue. All my other revenue sources, Patreon and merch and my affiliate links and everything else, makes up the rest of it. So it wasn't a 30% net loss in income. It was just a 30% loss on YouTube. Does that make sense? So, yeah, so YouTube Premium, yeah, and if you have YouTube Premium, you don't have to pay. Oh, yeah, so if I have YouTube Premium and don't get your ads, do you get money from my views? Yes, I do get. There's a small line item on my monthly payout that says I do get a. So I don't know how they do it, but I do get a portion of YouTube Premium. They do pay me for YouTube Premium, which I think is pretty nice, actually. I have a lot of complaints about YouTube and how they treat creators, but I think overall, I think the revenue model is pretty fair, honestly. I'm not sure about the algorithm and as far as like what videos they recommend and to whom and all of that. But I think as far as the revenue model and the revenue share, it seems, from what I've seen, it seems pretty fair to me. So yeah, I do get a piece of YouTube Premium. Thank you. The only thing I will say also, while we're on the subject, they do take a like 30% of membership and super chats. So YouTube, Patreon only takes about 10 to 15%. YouTube takes about 30. So yeah, that's where they make up their revenue. So that's Phil says we probably get 1/10 of 1/100 of a percent. That's not what they say. They say that we get like 70% of the revenue. That's what they say. I can't remember what the exact number was, but it was a lot higher than I thought. 90%, no, 70. It was they said that they pay out creators like 70% of the ad revenue that they receive. But of course, we have no way of knowing if that's true. I don't know what advertisers are paying them to place their ads on my YouTube channel. So I have no way of verifying that. They could say I'm getting 99%. I wouldn't know. Jane Ely, thank you so much for the super chat. Sally, did you get the, oh, that was from you? So yes, Sally, thank you. Thank you. I did get it. I did get my mail about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago, and I did get some gifts, and I'm sorry. I am so far behind on everything. Thank you, Sally. I did get the cloth and I'm really excited about it. And thank you. I will be sending you an email to say thank you for it. It's an antimicrobial pea cloth, which is really cool. I talk a lot about pea rags for hiking, and so that was really cool. I don't know that I knew they had such a thing. So I did a poll recently. How many of you have taken a road trip? Usually when you take a road trip, you're on vacation, and I'm on this crazy road trip, driving and working and trying to take care of Sadie. I am just so far behind on everything. Even if I stop for a day or two, I'm getting caught up on work. I'm trying to get caught up on some exercise and some rest and, paying attention to Sadie, training. So I apologize if I'm not as responsive on emails or even Patreon right now. And thank yous for the gifts. So thank you. Hi, Sabra. Thank you. Hi to you. And Melissa, you stay on road trips. Yeah. But having a business, it's a lot. It's taken a lot out of me. This one has taken a lot out of me. I don't remember being this tired. Of course, I had an old dog on Alaska. Sadie takes a lot out of me, man. She really does. She takes a lot of attention. And so Grace wants to know, what road did I take through Michigan? I took every road. That's cute. That's so cute. What road did you take? I took every road, but the interstates. I have a lot of Michigan to show you, so stay tuned. I did most of the western UP. Once I got to the eastern UP, I was kind of ready to move on. So just stay tuned. You'll see. Lynn Michelle says, I don't mind ads as long as they don't run over 3 minutes. I don't think most ads run over 3 minutes, do they? We have a lot of traffic on this road, and people keep like slowing down as they go by me, which is always a little weird to me. Like, why are you slowing down? Okay. All right. Hi, AK Go Bears. Sadie Snacks. Thank you for the super chat for Sadie Snacks. She loves her bully sticks, so that goes toward the bully stick fund. Bully sticks aren't cheap, so thank you. R Cubed, I watched an advertisement for you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Philip, we're so looking forward to the UP. Oh my gosh. So right now in my videos, and I've started working today on Sunday's video, I'm gushing about Minnesota. As much as I gushed about Minnesota, it's exponentially more so for the Upper Peninsula. I fell in love with both Minnesota and the UP, but I was surprised, very pleasantly surprised by the UP in Michigan. And just wait. I have so much good video. I hope it's a good video. I had some good experiences and good travels. Mary Hartsock, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hi, Wisconsin Southern Belle. I owe you an email too. Stopping by to say hello. Glad you made it to New York. I'm not in New York yet. I am not in New York. Hey, but I am gonna have a hi, Keitha Diedrichs. Good to see you. Hello there. Let me check my email here real quick, because I emailed myself some notes. I'm going to have a meetup in New York. How many of you want to meet me in New York? All right. I'll probably announce this a couple times. So, hi, Travel Grandma. No, bully sticks are not cheap. Yeah, your corgi likes them too. And is your corgi, AK Bears, some of them she doesn't like. It's really weird. I'll buy a pack and she'll just gobble them up and she'll love them. I'll buy another pack, like a different brand, and she won't touch them. And I can never remember what brand she doesn't like. Actually, remember Melissa? Melissa, I gave you guys a lot of treats that Sadie wouldn't eat. She's a picky, I think she might be the most picky eater I've ever had. Francisa, do you think coming to Europe RVing is viable for you? No, probably not RVing. I am seriously thinking about where I might want to live. It's getting kind of hard to be here. You know, I travel through rural America, and the signs I see, fuck Biden, fuck Joe and the hoe, take America back, Trump is my president. It's getting kind of hard. I guess I better be quiet. You know, it's scary. I don't know. And everything that's going on, I'm getting a little worried. I don't know if I can be here. My only thought is, how do I travel overseas with Sadie? I don't want to put her on an airplane. I don't know how they do that. Janelle, thank you for the $25 super chat. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Philip Stone, in the Catskills, Erie Canal campgrounds that are free west of Syracuse. Good to know. Thank you. I've been to Colorado. I spent last summer in Colorado. Or do you mean to live? My dog is so picky too. Mary Dean says her dog is picky. He only eats one type of treat. Wow. Lovely people in America today. Yeah, I know. Rock Child. You know, the one that really hit me was this guy, and I have it on video. I did a video and I have commentary about it. I'm assuming it was a guy. His entire yard was just full of fuck Joe and the hoe. Fuck Joe and the hoe. I mean, that felt like a kick in the gut. You want to talk about some misogynist, racist bullshit? Not even calling her by her name. You know, it's bad enough you see fuck Joe, but not even calling her by her name. Anyway, yeah, South America has been something I've been considering for a long time. I don't know about my RV, though. I'm a little worried about South America in the RV in case things break down. I don't know how easy it is to get things worked on in South America. So, yeah, Wisconsin, Southern Belle, Wisconsin and Minnesota, all the still hanging Trump signs. I'm seeing, and it makes my gut hurt. I agree. I get triggered by every single one. And I'm seeing a lot of Trump 2024. He hasn't even said he's Trump. And take America back. Think about what that means. Take America back. They want to take America back from me. I don't know. It just feels too angry and too toxic. And I've got I grew up with anger and toxicity like that, and it really, it's hard for me to deal with. So yeah. Oh my gosh. So Nancy says we had a guy with one of those signs and he got called out on Facebook. All of a sudden that sign disappeared. You know what I want to do? You want to hear something really silly that I want to do? I'm going to get a whole bunch of custom golf balls made that say he lost and throw them in their yards as I pass by. Like Biden won, Trump lost, get over it, or something like that on a golf ball, just throw them in their yards as I drive by. I know, exactly. Sandra, take America back from who? From us. They want to take them. They think it's their country. It's this entitlement that it's their country. They don't like our, yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, Nan. You've noticed the toxic environment in work camping jobs. Wow. Wow. Stinkies, David would do that. Take spare parts with you. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's actually a good idea, the golf balls. Yeah. It beats sneaking in the middle of the night and burning the flags. I figured I could get hurt doing that. Yeah, I like the golf ball ideas. I thought that was a pretty good idea. Yeah, I know. September 18th they try again. I know. I know. Um exactly. Sandra. They don't understand how oppressive they are. Exactly. They don't understand. I don't yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Um golf ball funds. Kim just sent me a super chat for golf ball funds. I know. I really should do that, shouldn't I? Can you imagine one of them going out to their yard and finding like all these golf balls? What do you think the golf ball should say? I was thinking just he lost. Trump lost, get over it. And I have seen a few signs painted over in my travels, Trump signs, and somebody has painted over he lost. Yeah, thank you, Kim. It's really something that Trump was our best president we ever had. Too bad he wait. It's really something. Sherry H, you think Trump was our best president we ever had and that he got shortchanged? So how did he get shortchanged? How do you think he got and how do you think he was the best president we ever had? Jane, thank you. Oh my gosh, the golf ball fund. See, oh, hi, Gray Lemons. Oh yeah, you're on my list too of people I need to get in touch with. Golf balls. Thank you for the super chat. So now I gotta buy now I really need to buy the golf balls. Dump Trump. Yeah. I would buy some of those golf balls from you. Oh my gosh, I might have to buy some. All right. He lost, get over it. Ping pong balls are cheaper. Yeah, but they don't fly. They're too light. I mean, literally, like if I want to throw them out my window as I'm driving by, they wouldn't make it into the yard, would they? This Sherry H does not agree. I don't think most of us do. Yeah, I know, exactly. I don't want to piss off the wrong person with a gun. Exactly. The best POTUS ever. I think that yes, merch. All right, I'm gonna have to look into golf balls. We'll see how much they cost. We can be an army of golf balls, of like golf ball truthers. We can be the army of golf ball truthers or something like that. Hey, vandalism or littering. I was thinking littering. That's right. And here I am talking about it in public. See, that's the problem with my platform here. The golf ball gang. Oh my gosh, the golf ball gang. I know. I wonder, yeah. Yeah, they could get us for littering probably. I swear I will contribute. You know what? Let me look into it. Let me look into it and I'll update you guys. We'll see. We'll see. But now I'm all worried. Although, I mean, I could just make golf balls. What you choose to do with them is completely up to you. I'm neither advocating nor condoning any littering or any untoward behavior with said golf balls. All right. PNW truck living. I used to be fairly conservative, but it pains me when I'm around my family and hearing some of the conspiracies that they wholeheartedly believe in. I'm hearing that a lot. I've heard, and I know there's a couple here, and I won't name them. I won't out them. I'll let them out themselves. There's a few here who, you know, and I miss good old Republicans. I miss the sane Republicans who we could have disagreements with. I don't want a world in which everybody agrees with me. I don't want a world in which everybody has one way of thinking. I think that the best things come out of healthy differences in debate and coming together and finding compromise on different things. So I miss old school good Republicans. And I know that there's a lot out there. I do. Throwing anything out the window would be littering. Yes, it would. gift the golf playing Trump family members. Yeah, I'd consider it a gift. Hey, Tara from England, thanks for sharing all you do. And scratches for Sadie, yes. Label the video golf balls. So I think now everybody, I can't do that because it would be against the law. I didn't think about that it would be against the law, and I would probably get in trouble. But I could create, like I said, I could make golf balls for you all to buy, just to have. Use them on the golf course. All right. You want to hear about the New York meetup? Who wants to hear about the New York meetup? Monday, I want honest intellectual debate. Absolutely. That's what I want. Honest intellectual debate. I have a good friend who is pro-choice, and he and I have had a lot of conversations about all kinds of different things, politics and things. He is the only person I've ever known who is able to get me to think about that topic in a different way. He didn't change my mind, but he was able to be intelligent and articulate and rational enough in sharing his knowledge that it made me go, wow, okay, and for a second go, okay, well, maybe my belief isn't 1,000% as absolute as I thought it was. How many of you, and I know that I'm speaking to my crowd pretty much here, but I want to ask, the other side. When's the last time you questioned or even let in a sliver of doubt about some of your most closely held beliefs or opinions? And I bet, Kim is pro-choice. Pro-choice. Did I say he's pro-choice? He's pro-life. Pro-life, not pro-choice. I'm pro-choice. Yeah, right. Just because we have different ideas about things doesn't mean that we are mortal enemies, right? I mean, if we can talk about these things and someone else who I've gotten to know in my life recently, who has very, very different opinions and views about things, some things, not everything, but some things than I do, is also, I mean, we can have conversations about stuff and respect each other and respect where each other. One thing that she always says is, she's like, I'm able to see where a person is coming from. I'm able to see that a person is a whole complex and human being with a whole set of experiences, and understand where they're coming from, and that helps me. And that's what we can't do anymore. That's what we've seen and maybe because it's online and we don't see people, we don't know people. And instead, all we have is this anger toward one another. And I know I've gotten angrier just being online as much as I am. It's really, really hard to be compassionate and empathetic when you spend so much time online. And maybe that's what's wrong with all of us, right? Instead of having one-on-one, face-to-face conversations with people that we're invested in, we're having these arguments with people we don't see, we don't know. There's no investment there. And it just I think the internet has created just like this toxic, awful, icky side of all of us. All right. So, we're afraid to talk politics now. Yeah. All right. Should I just wait till the end to talk about my now it's going to get all lost in here. Anyway, I'll say it now and I'll say it before. Monday, September 20th, I'm doing a meetup in Pratt's Falls Park in a city somewhere. I can't remember the name of it. Pratt's Falls Park. Hang on. In Manilus, New York. Manilus. Noon to 3 o'clock. Monday, September 20th, noon to 3, I will be hosting a meet and greet at Pratt's Falls Park in Manilus, New York. And that's 23 minutes east east of Syracuse. It's just 90 minutes from Rochester, 2.5 hours from Albany. So I'm hoping that a lot of you will be able to make it. I rented a shelter because everybody who came to Green Bay, I didn't want a repeat of that. We had a pretty heavy rain in the beginning. So I planned ahead enough this time. I was able to rent a shelter. So Falls Shelter. Look for Falls Shelter. They're labeled at Pratt's Falls Park, Monday, September 30th from noon to 3 o'clock in New York. So that's a week from Monday. And I look forward to seeing you guys there. Small village, and the park is about 5 miles outside of there. So Rick knows it. Cool. And all right. So, and I'll announce it again. It's just outside of Syracuse. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Robert, that's a good idea. That's a good point. Having to communicate more online is one pandemic side effect. Yeah, that probably didn't help things, but you know what? Things were bad even before the pandemic, ever since the 2016 election, and before that. So yeah, so Rick says it's a very nice park. Yes, I forgot to mention that. It's got a nice waterfall. I'm looking forward to seeing the waterfall. It's a short hike from the park, so I think it'll be a nice place for us to hang out. So anybody in the area, I think you might be able to make it. And I'll be posting it also on social media and talking about it in Too Soon, Mary. It's too bad. So yeah. Watching you from Tasmania. Wow. Arkithes. So cool. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys there. I was really surprised at the turnout. We had a really good turnout, probably 30 people in total who came and went at Green Bay. So that was really cool. Yeah, kind of stuck at the opposite side of the US. Yeah, I'll make it back to the Pacific Northwest one of these days. I've been avoiding it because of the smoky seasons, the smoke in the summer and stuff like that. But this is the last thing I wanted to do. I've done that. I have one more state that I've never been to, Delaware. And so I'll hit Delaware on my way back down from Maine and everything. And then I'm done. I think I'm done for a while. This traveling has really been really hard on me this year. It's been a lot. All right. Jay, you're going to come from Brooklyn. Awesome. 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 Yeah, I'm not going to go through the city. Hi, Smiley from Island. Cool. It'll be awesome to see you. I've been to Brooklyn before, so I'm not going to go through the city. I've been to Brooklyn. I've been to Manhattan. I've done the whole New York thing, so I'm not going to go through there this time. Don't blink going through Delaware. I've seen some really cool, somebody I follow on Instagram photographs old houses, and I've seen some really cool old houses in Delaware. And so yeah, and Chesapeake Bay, I've never seen any of that, I don't think. So Philip's gonna try to be there. Awesome. And when you say you're done, does that mean house living or just staying put in your RV? It means I'm done doing so much traveling. The last time I did this much traveling was Alaska. And what did I do last year? Yeah, last year I didn't travel a lot. I stayed put most of the summer because of the pandemic. And this has been a lot. This is a lot. I'm tired all the time. I'm constantly behind. And you see, I haven't done Thursday videos. I just don't have time. So I'm gonna just stay put. Now, especially now that I've been to every state in the country, I'll know the good places to camp. And so I won't have to do as much traveling. I can be like, okay, you know what? I want to go back to the UP this year, and spend a few days getting to the UP and then spend the summer in the UP or the Pacific Northwest or whatever. But, or maybe even just back in California or Nevada or whatever. So, all right. Linda says exactly. I am pro-choice. That means we believe in an individual's right to choose what is right for each of us. Exactly. And New York, you really did go east. Yeah, my goal has always been Maine, so I'm still going to be going all the way up to Maine and then working my way back down. Wave on your way to Maryland, east side of New Jersey. That was Elizabeth. This can take up to an hour. I hear upstate New York is gorgeous. Yeah, I'm from upstate New York. I'm going to be heading through my hometown, seeing family, seeing my mother, which I'm really excited about. Things have been a little touch and go with us the last few years, mostly for me, just mostly my fault. I had to work some stuff out. And so now I'm going to go see her, and I'm really excited about spending some time with my mom. And I told you guys I would show you where I grew up and stuff like that. So I'm going to do all that. Yeah. And yeah, Mary, I thought I got an email from you about a different part of the country, and I was confused because I thought you were in Maine. And I know a couple other people are in Maine. So I'm probably I'd love to see you guys. So there's a couple people that I want to know. I won't do a meetup probably in Maine. I think I'll just see you guys. So yeah, we'll talk about it. There's a few patrons actually in Maine. Maybe we'll just do a patron meetup in Maine because I don't think there's anybody else. And Smiley, I'm delighted that you're going to see your mom. I am too. I'm very excited. PA and Vermont, I really want to see Maine too. Yes. I haven't been there since I was a kid. So, but I can go to Maine. Oh, you are in Massachusetts. Okay, so I'm not imagining things. I did get an email. Okay, but I was surprised because I thought you'd been in Maine the whole time. And when I saw that you were in Massachusetts, I was like, what? Unless I got confused, which is very possible. You know, I get a lot of emails from a lot of people and I sometimes get things confused. But Massachusetts is close. Hello, is it Milla Hart from Sweden? Hi. I've always wanted to go to Sweden. Look at all the international visitors I have. This is really cool. May your hometown visit provide you peace, Linda. Thank you. It won't. It's, it's already, it's going to stir up a lot of stuff. So we'll see, but it'll be okay. And, all right. Do you have any questions for me? Hey, you guys also wanted to know the name of the shop that did my valve stems in Michigan. You guys are going to love this. You peers are going to love this. So the name of the shop is The Tire Shop, I think. I think it's in the video. It's called, The Tire Shop in Hancock, Michigan. Houghton, not Houghton, Houghton, Michigan. Hancock is right on the other side of the bridge, and that's where I got my tires done. The Tire Shop in Hancock, Michigan. That's the one I recommended. I will announce it in a video, and I will put a page on my website pretty soon with all of my favorite mechanics and shops. Janice, how long did it take you to do the whole country? My whole life. My whole life. But in my RV, I don't know, 5.5 years, 6 years. Before I moved into an RV, I had done like 30 states. 30 states before I moved into an RV. I've done two road trips before I moved into an RV. And so since I moved into an RV, I've done Alaska. So that was checking that off. And I guess this year is really the year I've done states that I've never done before. North Dakota, Michigan, Minnesota. So I wasn't in Illinois. I was in Illinois like 20 years ago. I didn't do Illinois on this. Was I in Illinois? No, I didn't do Illinois on this trip. I did Illinois, and I've done Chicago on business trips. I've done a couple business trips to Chicago. Oh, I've been to Rockford. Yeah, my first road trip when I moved to California from New York, we stopped in Rockford and had a pretty scary situation outside of Rockford. We were two green, young country bumpkins. Not really. He was from Albany, and it was 4th of July. We ended up on the wrong side of town, and got some people that told us we didn't belong there. We weren't the right color to be in that neighborhood. So that was a shock. I'd never experienced racism like that before, and it was a little bit of a shock. But they were like, "Fuck you, you're white, you don't belong here." Literally, like a crowd of young black kids behind us. Yeah, that scared me a little bit. And so yeah, that's my memory of Rockford, Illinois. Wait, Rockford. Yeah, that's got a bad reputation, and we didn't know any better at the time. It was 4th of July. There was a big crowd, and we didn't even notice. You know, all of a sudden we hear, "Hey, hey, hey, you." And we turn around, and literally there was these 3 or 4 black guys, and they're like, "Fuck you, you're white," or something like that. And we didn't even realize. We looked around, and we're like, "Oh shit, we're like the only white people here," you know? And I mean, yeah, they didn't want us there. And it was just a lot of young kids. It was just stupid. Sadie is asleep. Can you see her? Oh, we're talking about you. They want to say hi. They want to say hi. So that's my Sadie girl. So she, these east of the Mississippi chipmunks, they don't have a chance. They don't have a chance. She gets one every day now. Every day. And she doesn't kill them. She tortures them. I mean, it's terrible. It's awful. It's just terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, I've been to Illinois a couple of times, and I came very, very north. Yeah, through Ohio. Yeah, Michigan, Ohio. So yeah. Carol says they were doing me a favor by giving me the warning. Yeah, that could have been. That could have been. Rockchild, what kind of work did you leave for RV life? I never fully understood. I was a marketing consultant before I moved into an RV. I had my own business as a small business marketing consultant, Fortune Marketing Company. I think my website, I think I finally took it down. And so when I decided I was going to live in an RV, I just told my clients that they weren't going to see me anymore. All of our work was going to be remote, and I was going to start doing Upwork. I was going to start doing project work, because one of the hardest things about any small business is getting new clients. And all of my big ticket clients I'd gotten through face-to-face marketing, networking, word of mouth, being a part of the community, Chamber of Commerce. I was on the board of directors of a nonprofit, and I did a lot of face-to-face marketing and networking, and that's how I got all my big clients. And I only needed 3 or 4 big clients to make a living. But moving into an RV, I knew that I wouldn't be able to keep that going. And so I was going to just start doing project work through Upwork. And that's what I did for the first 6-7 months. I was living in the RV, and then my channel took off. My fifth video went viral, made a shitload of money off that video. I mean, a buttload of money off that video. And I was like, oh my God, I can make a living at this YouTube thing. And I did both for many, many months. I built the channel while I was still continuing to serve my clients and try to get new clients for that business. And doing project work, I was successful at doing some project work. I had some pretty interesting projects that I got. And till I decided I needed to make a choice. I couldn't do both. And I didn't like the project work I was doing. I was getting bored with the client work that I was doing for the clients that I still had. And so I retired the clients. Actually, I gave them to other consultants, turned them over to people I knew, and decided to go YouTube full time. Oh my gosh, Prima, my fur baby brought me 2 bunnies in her mouth into my living room. I felt so bad. Both bunnies died. So yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, it was small business marketing. I was a marketing consultant. That's all. Get her a chipmunk squeaky toy. No. She has no interest in anything else other than hunting. And Okay. Wonder how everyone would feel if they could have that experience. I don't know what experience that is. Um, Gray, Lemons, how's my book coming? It's coming really well. When I have time to write, that maybe that's another piece of the puzzle that I didn't have in my other road trips trying to write. I can only write in the morning. I tried one night to write at night, when I'm ready to, turn everything off and settle down. I was like, I can try to write at night. Oh my God. I couldn't even I was trying to work a sentence. Any writers here? So I've already written out my entire story. And that was the easy part. I've written from where I want to begin to where I want to, and the whole story is out. 240 pages in a Word document. And now, though, is the writing part. Now it's going through, it's organizing it, it's creating the story, it's doing the real work of writing, making it readable. I actually have a done section that I've been sharing with friends, and I thought maybe I would share it publicly, but I don't. I think it's my friends can read it because they know me, they know my story, but I think to share it out of context, I think might be too much. But the wordsmithing part of writing a story, but I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along. I think the story itself, this is no reflection on me whatsoever, my writing ability whatsoever, but I think my story itself, I think is going to be an important story, especially in light of the Me Too movement, in light of what just happened in Texas, and in light of all of this awareness that we're having now around surviving sexual abuse and all the things that I have been through. I think it's going to be relatable, a very relatable story to a lot of people. And yeah, so I'm excited to be writing, but I can only write in the morning. And on travel days, I get up, have coffee, and go. So I'm not writing as much as I'd like to, which can be really hard because sometimes it can be 3, 4, 5 days before I get back to it. So that's another thing. I would love to be able to just have nothing else to do but write. So that maybe I could start in the morning and write all day long. But right now I'm only writing like an hour or two a day, because even if I am in one place, Sadie gets my morning. The morning are like 1 or 2 hours outside, drinking coffee, getting some exercise, working with Sadie, walking with Sadie. And then I sit down and I write for an hour or two. And then we have to go outside again. And then I sit down to work, and I work until whenever. And so, yeah, thank you for asking. I'm excited. Dale says, I'll be successful in my book. Keep positive. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I feel like it's going to happen. It's really interesting. One of the things that I did and I'm still doing, is I have one box, one big plastic storage box, and a big suitcase full of journals and different memorabilia throughout my life. And I went through that. And I mean, all my journals, all my life, I want to be a writer. I want to be a writer. I want to be a writer. Every paper I ever wrote from 6th grade or 4th grade, the little books that I made in 4th grade, all the way through Berkeley, even my professors at Berkeley, on my papers, keep writing, keep writing. You're really talented. Keep writing. You're really good at this. Keep writing. And I'm just kind of really upset that I didn't chase that dream a lot sooner. But, maybe I shouldn't do that, because apparently the time is right now for me to write. I couldn't have written this story 5 years ago. I tried to start my book 4 or 5 years ago, and I was still too angry. I was very angry, and I was still working through too much stuff. And now I'm able to write with empathy and understanding, both for the people involved and for myself. So I'm excited about it. So Jane Ely says, I'll have 134 buyers of the book to kick off with. So that's one of the things that I'm working on right now. I've been doing research about how to get published. Is I'm working on growing my audience. And so not just on YouTube, but growing my platform across all social media. And so I'm gonna be working on growing my platform so that I can go to a publisher and say, look, I already have a couple 100,000 people who know me and watch me. So I already have, that'll help me get published. So thank you. Yeah. And you guys can help by sharing my content with everybody you know. If you like a video, share it with your family and friends on Facebook, on Instagram, share my posts, follow me on Instagram. And, you know, the bigger my audience, the easier it's going to be for me to get published. Lisa, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Edie, it's a lot of work. The hardest thing for me, and I'm trying to not get bogged down in details, is how to organize it. You know, I'm 54 years old. There's a lot there to organize. And I'm not doing it chronologically. I'm starting at a certain point and then I'm going going back in time. So I'm kind of going back and forth, and that even makes it a little harder. But right now I'm just trying to get the story written in some kind of a legible time frame, you know, some kind of a structure that makes sense. And then of course, now I understand when writers say you literally make dozens or hundreds of drafts before you go to publish, because this is going to be a lot of drafts. So I don't want to publish it on Amazon. I want to be published. I want to get paid by a publisher, and I want their marketing. You know, one of my, I guess I'm not one to say that I have heroes, but I think one of my biggest inspirations is Cheryl Strayed of Wild. She inspired me to hike the John Muir Trail. I read her book on the way back from my first trip in Europe, and she inspires me. You know, she told her story. She got her book written. I don't want to self-publish. I've self-published a little book on Amazon. I want a real deal on this one. Recycled golf balls on Amazon, $39 a bag. Oh my gosh. Yes, but we would have to get them printed. And let me see. Do you think a person can be successful starting a YouTube nowadays? Yes, but you have to be very strategic about it. You have to know. I suggest buying my book on Amazon. I have a book called How I Got 20,000 YouTube subscribers in 40 days. You can buy it on Amazon. There's a link in the video description. I would start there. You can't just start a channel and start talking and hope that you'll be successful at it. It takes strategy and thinking and planning. And I outline in that book how I did it, because I'm a marketing person. So I didn't just start a channel. I put a lot of thought and planning and strategy into it. And I share everything in that book on how to do it. So if you want to be successful, I think you need to check out the book and come up with a plan. Hey, did you see the video of my niece rebuilding her trailer? No, I'm sorry. I haven't had a chance. Like I said, I'm way behind on everything. Oh, wow. Rockchild of the 60s wrote a book in junior high and it got published. That's really awesome. Very cool. Congratulations. And yes, I know there's lots of things that will help. I've done all the reading. I know I could do an outline. I know I could do thought mapping. I know that there's a lot of different tools that I could use. I'm just not there yet. I will eventually. I started, how do I say this? I'm not the most organized person. I'm not a list person. I'm not an outline person. I'm not like that at all. But I have started an outline, because I'm going to need the outline to help make sure I'm not repeating myself over and over again. So I do have an outline. Rocks are free. Just have to buy the paint. Okay. I am not partaking in this conversation. That may or may not be illegal. All right. Milla says, I plan to live in an RV, a van or RV. Love watching and learning. Different here than in the US, but I'm a woman your age, and it's empowering to watch how you handle everything. Thank you so much. I know it's really challenging in Europe. You know, it's a lot smaller. You don't have the big free open space like we do. I don't know. Did you see my New Zealand videos? I did do some RVing 2 years ago now in New Zealand. And so New Zealand might be a little bit like it might be in Europe with the different, what do they call it? Freedom camping. So you might want to check that out. You pooped out? Did the connection get lost or something? Any questions? Hi, Teresa. Who has questions? Eileen, I love watching you. I think the areas that you've been lately have made you more happy than I've ever seen you. Well, thank you. Thank you. I keep hearing that. I'm always happy. I was pretty happy in Alaska. Yeah. It's been a rough couple of years, actually. It has been a rough couple of years. You know, Capone died, then Huck died, then I got sick. You know, the whole COVID long hauler thing or whatever the heck I've had, you know, that's been going on for a year and a half. And yeah. Oh, Prima. Yeah, how am I physically feeling? I am feeling better. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I have days that I'm tired. Like yesterday, I was tired at like, or was it today? At like 2 or 3. I had a cup of tea right before we started, so that perked me up a little bit. And I've had just weird. I got my shot. So I got both COVID shots. I got the Pfizer shot, and on both shots, like 8 days after the shot, I was funky as hell for like a day. Every joint in my body hurt, achy and tired, but it only lasted a day. I'm assuming I just had a delayed reaction to the shot. Also, the humidity. I guess the humidity really makes arthritis a lot worse. So I have weird things going on. But yeah, other than I think I'm good. I think I'm good. How many kilometers, miles have I traveled this trip? 5,000 miles so far, which is what, 7,500 kilometers? About 8,000. About 8,000 kilometers, about 5,000 miles so far. And I know that because I need to get my oil changed. I got my oil changed last in Vegas, and I saw about 5,000. Will I be traveling through Maryland? I think so. I think so. How do I keep my RV clear of ants and spiders? I move a lot. I've never had a problem with either one. Oh, I think I had a problem with ants maybe in Mississippi, Kentucky, something. I feel like I had, did I have ants? Oh yeah, I have some ants spikes. So I think I had ant. I've never, that's it. You don't get bugs if you move every 2 days, every day. I haven't even, knock on wood, haven't even had any problems with mice this year. I had mice really bad last year. Literally, I'm rarely spending. I'm doing a lot of one-nighters. I'm doing a lot of one-nighters. 2-nighters. There's a couple spots. Wait till you see the mystery forests I found in Michigan, where I spent 4 or 5. No, one of them I actually spent 8 days. That's the longest I have been anywhere in 3 months. 4 months. I spent 8 days at one spot in Michigan. Other than that, I'm moving every day, 2 days, 3 days. So it is, Paige, the humidity is horrible on joints. Okay, so it's not just me. I mean, I've always felt that I'm getting arthritis. You can see it in this finger. You know, I've always felt that I'm getting arthritis, but boy, it has been undeniable. I feel it in everything, in my hands, in my hips. I'm really feeling it. And yeah, I'm kind of ready to go back, honestly. I didn't think I'd want to go back to the desert, but I'm already like, okay, I'm ready to go back to the desert. Do I have a timeline for my trip? I don't know what that means. I'm like, what does that mean? Yeah, to not get stuck in the snow. That's my timeline. To not get stuck in the snow. Have you ever heard of a guy named Cosmo? He knows all the free camping places in upstate New York. No, I have never heard of him. Does he have a channel? I will look it up. Hi, Temecula. Good to see. Cali. I don't say Cali. California people don't say Cali. It's good to see somebody from California. Lemon, cayenne, and turmeric first thing in the morning. I drink my lemon, ginger, turmeric, and it doesn't cure anything. Hello, South Jersey. And I saw another question. Humidity and damobes. I don't know what a damobe is. Colleen, Lord forgive me, but I'm a little covetous of your naturally curly hair. I love the way you said that. Bone straight hair here. Where do you live, Colleen? Because I have bone straight. And actually, no, it's not straight anymore. It used to be straight. I was gonna say it's straight in the desert. And this is actually from being braided. So I braided it. I braid it. Most of this, I think, is from being braided. But I think it's a little curly anyway. I usually braid it. Oh, yeah, hot mineral. Oh, that sounds really good. I'd love a hot spring. Are there hot springs? There's got to be hot springs up here somewhere. How the moderators doing? How y'all doing? Thank you to the moderators. Did everybody say thank you to the moderator? I mean, everybody say, yeah. Anyway, thank you, moderators. We have 312 people watching, 220 thumbs up. Come on, everybody, give us some thumbs ups, thumbs ups, thumbs ups. Have I considered the Pan American Highway? No. I don't even know where it is. Where is it? It sounds familiar. Cosmo Weems has a YouTube channel. Okay. Oh, wait. Richard, you already said that. Oh, thanks, mods. We appreciate the moderators. Yes, we do appreciate the moderators. How has it been, moderators? Have we, I'm not seeing, are we like pretty troll free with this new thing? With this new tool that YouTube has given us? That only people Alaska to oh yeah, I would love to do that. Yeah, Tierra del Fuego. Yes, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. That's my dream, is to go to South America. I mean, I've kind of already done the Alaska thing and through BC, so I don't need to redo that even if it is on a different highway, but I would love to go all the way down. So it has been pretty quiet. Yeah, I want to go down there. Tierra del Fuego has been like Patagonia. I want to go hiking there anyway. I mean, yes. I've not found any trolls. Talia, the new YouTube tool for trolls allows me, I wish it would allow me for regular comments, but for live streams, it allows me the option to only allow channel subscribers to comment. So, and then even if they subscribe while we're talking, they can't comment for 20 minutes. How cool is that? So only channel subscribers can comment now on live streams as long as I remember to turn it on. You think Cosmo has watched my videos a few times? Oh, okay. There's not too many from the East. I don't know. I keep hearing from people who are in this part of the country. All right. Yeah, the new YouTube tube is working well. YouTube thing. Snow and Kurt are on their way to South America now. Yeah. I was actually originally thinking two things before I started this trip. I was thinking I might go to Alaska again next year. Some friends are going to Alaska, and I thought I might go with them. And then I was also thinking, oh yeah, but I don't want to go to Alaska because I want to go to South America, and I should do South America next year. And now I'm thinking none of the above. I'm gonna sit still, I think. Hi Betty, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. It means a lot. I've been to Baja, not in my RV, but I've been to Baja. 1 More Mile is in PA. What part of PA? We got a Pittsburgh, PA. We've got a Vermont. We've got a Pennsylvania. Yeah, see, we have a lot of New England or Northeast here. Canton, PA. Northeast New Jersey. So yeah, we got a lot from this part of the country. Katie wants to try YouTubing. Think long and hard. Think long and hard. It's a lot of work. It's hard. There's a lot to it. And Philip says, yeah, humidity and dampness are hell on arthritis. I'm a walking barometer for bad weather. You know, you remind me, my grandmother actually was, yeah, that's right. Just found out I need ankle replacement. Oh, bummer. CBD oil. Oh, I could do CBD oil. That's a good idea. Oh, Sadie just snored or groaned. Western PA. Have I visited Spectacular New York? Is that a city in New York? No. Have you given any thought to about living in a tiny house? No, but I have. No. So I don't know, maybe. Do you guys watch Off Grid Adventures? Dude, that guy. So I found him about a year ago, and I was really intrigued that he lives in his truck, because at that time I was thinking I was going to buy a truck and just live in a truck from now on instead of my RV. He lives in like a Toyota or something year round, and he does the tent thing in the winter. And I don't remember his name. Anyway, he bought a piece of land, and you know who I'm talking about, right? Off Grid Adventures, the guy who lives in Colorado in his tent all winter. He bought a piece of land, and I saw recently that he bought a cute little trailer to put on his land. I'm like, well, that's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? So I am passively looking for land. Passively looking, I am thinking that about settling down at least part of the year, and but passively looking for like a great opportunity to drop on my head. And I thought it would be really cool to build a log cabin myself, to build something. I'm not going to buy a tiny house. They're ridiculously priced. I mean, why would I build? Why would I? They're ridiculous. So I would rather put that money into land and either build something myself or put this on it, live in this for as long as I can, or buy a cute little trailer like he got. Brian. Yeah, I thought his name was Brian. Yeah, and Sierra. That's right. Brian and Sierra, and his dog just had cancer. Poor thing. Oh my gosh. The video I saw, though, he did a tour of his I don't watch a lot of other RVers. Something really interesting has to pop up, and he was doing a tour. I saw it popped up on my recommended. It was a tour of his trailer, and I haven't seen a lot of his dog. I've seen a few videos, like when he did a tour of his tent, and then I saw that the dog got cancer. I've seen, I don't know, maybe 5 of his videos before even Sierra got cancer. The most, I have never seen the dog as animated as it was in that last video. I mean, that dog must have been sick probably for a long time. I thought it was just super old because I never saw it, like, Sierra, like, barely lift her head. But boy, in that last video, she was jumping and excited, and it was good to see. It was good to see. I'm glad that it all worked out for him. Perhaps if you're going to sit still for a while, you will have more time to work on your book. Yes. Okay. Yes. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the 50 Swedish dollars. Thank you, Milla. You should see the north of Scandinavia during the autumn. It's so beautiful with red leaves. Oh, I would love to. Oh, and you guys have the Aurora Borealis. I would love to. Sweden has always been a dream of mine. I made it as far as Switzerland. I didn't make it up to Sweden, or that part of Europe at all, and I would love to. Yeah, I want to build just like a little 1-room cabin. Nothing fancy. That's what I want. Like a treed. I want to buy treed property where I build a cabin from my own trees, and it's nothing fancy. But that's what I want to do. Yes, he fishes. Yes, Sandra. Yes, he fishes a lot. Yeah. A lot of nomads are buying land for their home base. It gets tiring being on the road. I didn't think it would. Probably partly because I'm doing so much traveling, but and also I think because it's getting so much more popular. When I first started, there weren't people out here, but it's just so popular and so crowded everywhere you go now. And I think at a certain point, I think in the beginning it was easier to find solitude. Like you could go out and you could feel alone. It's almost impossible to feel that now, no matter where you are. And I think the longer I'm out here, it's not my land, it's public land, and I have to share it. That's just a reality of it. It's not mine. And this time of year is better, of course, except pretty soon it's going to be the hunters. And you just get to a point, I think, where you want your own space. You just want your own space. And I think most nomads probably are starting to feel that, especially with the pandemic and making things more crowded last year, I think we all just want our own space where we can kick somebody off if they come and camp right next to us, or we can just spread out and we don't have to worry who's going to come in the middle of the night. It's tiring. It's a lot on you. You're constantly, you're not constantly on guard, but you're constantly aware of everything that's going around you. And yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Dear Heart Studio Arts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. John Boy Walton. You guys full-timed for 11 years. Wow. Yeah. What made you go back? Dear Heart, thank you. You love my hair. I've been following you for a while. Thank you so much. And thanks for contributing to the channel with your super chat. Been in search of property for a few years in an area with like-minded people in an affordable area. Yeah. Yeah. That's the challenge. Affordable and like-minded. That's a tough one. And with everything that's going on in the country right now, I still don't know. It's a little scary. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa, husband health. I'm sorry. Yes. AK Go Bears. Yes, I have thought about that. Have you ever thought about creating a small tribe where you all pitch in on some land over time? Yes, I have thought about that. And I would totally do that. If I could find a group of people that I think I could live with as neighbors, who I could trust and who are like-minded enough to go in on a piece of property, a couple hundred acres or something, I would totally do that. The RV market is crazy. Your casita has increased $7,500 since the pandemic. That I started thinking about that the other day. I love my RV, and I planned on living in this forever. But I was just thinking, if I did want to settle down now, these things, I paid $14,000 for this. They're going for like $28,000-$30,000 now. I could make a big ass profit on this thing right now, but I don't want to. The small group thing is what you do, Kim says. Yeah. Niche, I'm waiting for No Madness to stop being the in thing. Then we'll snatch a van at a normal price. Yeah. Younger ones are selling their vans and going back to apartments. Oh, I'm seeing more and more of the younger. Oh, they are. Oh, that's good. Well, for one thing, the pandemic made housing cheaper in some areas. Terry, I bought land with family. Huge mistake. Yeah. There's a lot about that I put a lot of thought into it. I thought, maybe I buy the land and lease out like, 40-acre sections so that I can have say over who my neighbors are, just in case things go south. And then, let's say you do have 200 acres and you split it with 3 other people and one person passes away. You'd need first right of refusal about what to do with that other third, or somebody you don't like could take over it and sell it or whatever. So there's a lot to think about going into sharing land like that. Yeah. Oh, people are selling vans for huge money. Oh, so is that why a lot of people are leaving? Oh, all right. Any questions? Anything you want to ask me that we haven't covered? The tire shop, mid-roll ads. I think I covered everything, all of the stuff. Yeah, exactly. I'd need a good lawyer to drop the agreement. Exactly. And I'd have to think, yeah. Although if everybody, well, I guess if everybody went in on the property together, there could be clauses and stuff, yeah, that a lawyer could work out as far as, yeah. Bye, Bubba. See ya. Thanks for hanging. It was fun. Have a good night. Covered dish. Oh, for Manlius. No, I don't think so. So somebody did bring food last time. And I was wondering if maybe I should get like a party tray, but I'm a little worried also with COVID, if we want to be sharing food. So if you want to bring something easy, then you can, but you're not obligated. I guess 12 to 3. I don't know. Maybe I will get a party tray. We'll see. Anyway, that didn't answer your question. That was very wishy-washy. If you want to bring something, but don't feel obligated whatsoever. We don't usually have food at the meetups that well, no, that's not true. Actually, last year, a couple years ago, I did a couple meetups in Oregon, and I brought food and nobody ate it. I brought a couple covered platters and nobody ate it. So I didn't buy any for Green Bay, but somebody did bring some. I don't eat pizza. It sounds lovely though, but I've been craving like good old pepperoni pizza with lots of cheese. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Charlotte says, can't wait for the book. Yeah, it's going to be a while. It's going to be probably a couple years, a year at least. I don't know. When and where? The meetup is, have you thought about acquiring land in Alaska? I have thought about it, but I can't do Alaska. I can't. You know, and I fantasized about buying land in Minnesota. Then I fantasized about buying land in Michigan. I don't think I can live anywhere but the Southwest, to be honest with you. I don't think I can handle the cold winters. You know, my arthritis is bad with the humidity and the bugs and the humidity. I don't want to be outside. I want a place that I enjoy being outside. And I think that I'm not going to be able to find that anywhere but the Southwest. So high elevation Southwest is probably where I'm going to end up. I'm still seriously thinking I want to look at New Mexico. Maybe Colorado. So we'll see. Kim, oh, you're so sweet, Kim. Thank you so much for the super chat. And got a scoop. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Hi, JC. Good to see ya. And you guys will all be looking for your book. Now people will be bringing golf balls to the meetups. I know. Minnesota's cold, but hard to leave family. Too cold. All right. One question. Have you thought about acquiring land? All right. School buses. Yeah, I could live in a school bus on my land. That would be cool. I could do a school bus, a schoolie. All right. So the meetup. Once again, the meetup is Monday, September 20th. Monday, September 20th from noon to 3 o'clock at Pratt's Falls Park in Manlius, New York. Pratt's Falls Park, Manlius, New York. I rented a shelter, so look for the Falls Shelter. There's 2 of them. Make sure you go to the Falls Shelter. There's plenty of parking. This is undercover. It's a shelter, so we'll have plenty of cover, and there's plenty of picnic tables. So noon to 3, Monday, September 20th at Pratt's Falls Park in upstate New York. All right. All right. So yeah, thank you, Lisa. She says my book will get done in perfect timing. Don't pressure yourself. I'm trying not to. That's good advice. Thank you. All right. So bye, Milla. Thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for being here. And hope to see you again. Was it the valve stem that caused the flat tire? Yes. So So funny story. Not funny, not funny. You know how I kept telling the guy, you just need to fill it up. You just need to fill it up. You don't need to change the tire. You just need to fill it up. When I got to the tire shop in Hancock, and they took the tire out. No, I had the tire inside. He didn't put it back. The valve stem was broken. I didn't even think to check it, but when I was showing the guy, like, look, I think the valve stem needs to be replaced. I pulled the valve stem and it was leaking. So it's a good thing he didn't listen to me and just fill the tire. The valve stem was bad and needed to be leaked. So far, the shop in Utah did not replace them. I don't know. Well, I mean, they had to replace them. They were brand new tires. I bought the tires in Utah. Are you thinking that they put the old valve stems on? So Richard, here's something I'm wondering. You know, maybe we'll go ahead and talk about this. I was going to email you and ask you about it, but I keep bothering you about my RV stuff. So here's what I'm thinking. We talked about, actually, Richard, I think you and I may have had a conversation about the weight of the KO2s. I looked it up to see what the weight load was on the KO2s. Here's what I'm wondering. Am I putting too much weight on the KO2s when I level out my RV and only prop up one tire? You know what I'm saying? So I got the duals. I need to level my RV, so I only prop up one tire. So there's a bunch of weight on that tire because this one's not touching the ground. Do you think I'm causing too much weight on my tires and blowing out the valve stems? I'm wondering that because one of my tires looks low already. Yeah. But I bought, they're coming, I ordered from Amazon. I ordered double things, double levelers, so that I can start propping up both tires. When I first started out, there was a guy that I knew who was a mechanic, who said he was a mechanic, but not a very good one from the work that I saw that he did. He was like, I want to help you. I want to help you. And he kind of screwed up everything he did for me. But I asked him at that time, I'm like, do I need to prop up both tires? Is that too much? And he said, no. But I'm wondering with the weight limit, they should be fine. The stems should be metal. They aren't metal. My new valve stems are metal. So you think they're fine even if I'm propping up just one tire? It's so hard to find a good mechanic. And that's the other thing. A lot of you kept saying, you know, we want to know who this shop is that you love so much in Michigan that fixed my tires last time. Here's the thing. Oftentimes when I leave a shop, I'm like, they were so nice. They were so cool. And then the shit hits the fan a week later. Just like the shop in Utah. I loved them. They were great. They were helpful. They unstuck my my spare for me. They were really good and really cool, but the valve stems were shit. You know, I'm assuming it's their fault. They put shitty ass valve stems and they all just broke loose. Yeah. So, I mean, if I had told you at the time, yeah, these guys are great. And then you went there thinking they were great. And then a week later, everything falls to shit. So there are, Linda, yes, I do a lot of research. Once I learn what the issues might be, I do look and do research, and there are forums for everything. I look at a lot of Ford E450 forums for different things that I might be trying to troubleshoot. And so, yes, there are forums. Phil Guzman, what's the nope? Nope. You got to give me context there, Phil Guzman. Is that a nope to the it wouldn't bother it if I'm only propping up one tire? Philip, at the garage today, he lifts the duals on only one tire. Okay. But I was wondering if the KO2s specifically might not be strong enough. Yes, you should not have had the issues after the Utah shop got done with your RV. Exactly. They should have put better valve stems on. Are you serious? You don't receive monthly reports on what your stats are? Maybe I missed it. Are you talking to me? Okay. Yep, we used Tire Shop for years, and then they went downhill when the sun took over. Yeah. Hi from California, Betty. Not traveling on the KO2s. Okay. Oh, that's right. Phil, you have KO2s, don't you? Okay. So what are you saying, Phil? Oh, wait. Philip Stone said not traveling on the KO2s. Phil Guzman, remember the weight is still being supported by the other 3 tires. Okay. So it's not an issue. But how come my tire looks like squished when it goes up on the levelers? It looks squished. I was in a campground the other day and I was going around to all the other RVs and looking at their tires, and none of their tires look squished. Mine looks squished. Should be a 10-ply tire. They can take it for parking. Okay. All right. So much. Kathleen had valve stem issues for months from Firestone tires. New tires kept going flat. Oh, wow. Took them back. They finally said it was an issue with the valve stems on the inside of the tire. Oh, that's weird. More stress going down the road. Gotta tell you, though, I should show you. Can you see? I'll show. I don't know if you'll be able to see. That's not very bad right there. Can you see that dirt right there? So I slipped and slide in that earlier. These KO2s have gotten me out of mud up to halfway up the tire. Literally, I got in a mud puddle. It was a rainstorm. That video is coming soon. Literally halfway up my tire. They've gotten me out of sand. They've gotten me out of dirt and mud. I am loving these KO2s. I'm got to tell you, I know that if I didn't have these tires on, I would have been stuck 3 or 4 times in the last couple of months. So I'm really happy with them. It looks squished because more weight is on that one tire. Okay, so it is. So that's okay, though. But the other RVs didn't look squished. I'm paranoid now. The first thing I do when I get up every morning, literally, is go check my tires. I swear to God. Hey, I just bought a new compressor, though. I know, right? My off-road RV channel. No shit. I wonder, I've never seen an RV like mine with off-road tires before, you know, with all-terrain tires, you know. I kind of feel all like badass pulling into a shop with my KO2s going, that's right. But yeah, seriously, these tires have been really, really awesome. Unfortunately, I didn't shoot the really bad one when I got stuck in the mud puddle, but I think that's when I first broke the valve stems. There were rocks and all kinds of shit in that mud puddle, and it took a minute to get out of it. And but they don't spin, they actually grab on to stuff and get you out. I'm so excited about these tires. So you are badass. Yeah, it's been man, any advice to any Class C RV person out there who's going to live like I do, get all-terrain tires from the beginning. I can't tell you how it's really, yeah, Mary, you need some KO2s. I swear, I love these tires. I've been stuck how many times? You guys know how many times I've been stuck over the years? And just, yeah, they've been really, really good. I'm not getting stuck anymore. Knock on wood. You guys saying I'm a badass. Yeah, so a lot of people, one of the shops that I went to, I think it's coming up in a video soon. Because remember, I went to 4 different shops about these tires before I had that blowout. One of the shops that I went to, I was like, you know, these valve stems, I don't know what's going on with these valve stems. Do you always have problems with valve stems on dualies? And he's like, no, but funny thing, see that RV over there? They're in for valve stem issues on their duals. So I don't know what's going on in the air with these valve stems on duals. People don't know what they're doing. Philip Stone, M840s and M320s. Off-road heavy duty like dump trucks. Ooh, in our size. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. What a difference it makes. I mean, and then somebody asked me recently if they're loud. One of the things that the guy in the shop in Utah said I should get road tires on the front. He said it would be better just for handling and stuff to have road tires on the front rather than the all-terrain on the front. And he said partly because of the noise. Oh, you know, maybe it is a little noisier. I notice when I shoot video now, when I'm driving, you can really hear. I think it's a lot louder than it used to be. I swear that, God, they slow down every time they go by me. What was I saying? Anyway, I don't notice it when I'm driving. I don't notice that it's any louder, but it might be louder now that I think about it, because I notice when I'm filming, it seems pretty loud. All right, Michelle, thank you. I choose to differ on the badass. I consider you a good ass, one of the few. Aw, I'm a good ass. I'm a good badass. I'm a good badass. Thank you. That means a lot. Christy Henry, I want you to find your own spot. At least you and Sadie will have an anchor. Take America Back, nightmare speech. I agree. I think that's pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Violent. It feels violent. It feels like a kick, you know? So, yeah. Gas mileage, it's shitty. It's bad. Like 8 miles to the gallon, if I'm lucky. Yeah, it's bad. 8 miles to the gallon. I have a 52-gallon tank, so I get about 400 miles to the tank. Yeah, it's bad. And you're a good egg and a badass. Well, thank you. Oh, Philip, so I hope you and Susan can make it. The show's at the falls at Pratt Falls. Yeah, actually, I don't even know if I saw the falls, but yeah, it looks pretty. Okay, bye, Michelle. So glad. Oh my God, Richard, I know. You know, I don't know if I told you, you're the reason I did. You're part of the reason I did that. I was just gonna live with them. I was gonna be like, well, fuck it. You know, I mean, I got my money back. I'll just live with them. They are what they are. And you, I think, emailed me and said you were worried about those tires. And I'm glad you did, because I was gonna live with them and I would have been stuck 4 times in the last couple of months in my travels. They were shit. They had to go. So I'm glad that I took those tires off too, and got the KO2s, the tires that I should have got the first time. Those people sucked. So, all right. What's the ride like on the highway? Fine. I mean, I can feel them grip. And where was I? I think the tires might have been getting low. I was driving one time in the rain up in, was I in Michigan? I was in Wisconsin. It was after the meetup or before the meetup. Anyway, I was driving in the rain, but I think the back tires might have been low and I didn't realize it yet because I could really feel the drag. You guys might know better than I do who are used to these tires. Maybe the drag is normal in the rain, or if they were just really low, because I could really, really feel the drag. Does that make sense? But other than that, I love them. They're great. They're really good. Linda's buying tires. Yeah. All right. Exactly. You depend on your tires to get the best. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I've never been one to skimp on price, and I think that's why I can be so easily taken advantage of. I don't mind paying for service, and I don't mind paying for quality. I'm not the person who's going to sit on the phone and call 5 different shops and say, how much is it? And then go to the cheapest. That's just not who I am. And I think sometimes that can be bad though, because I don't question things enough, you know, and I assume if I'm paying a premium price and I'm getting premium product, and that's not always the case, as the shop in Vegas showed. Boy, that really taught me a lot, though. It taught me to be really proactive about my car care, about my RV care. I don't know if I ever mentioned, my father was a mechanic. He was a mechanic in the Army. He grew up, he always worked at gas stations and Ford, and he was always a mechanic. He worked at the carpool. Oh, no, what's it called in the Army? The pool. Anyway, and I wonder if that's why I have a little bit of a mental block when it comes to mechanics and stuff like that. I wonder. It's interesting that I'm so proactive and I do so much research and I'm so smart about so many other things, and I've just been really not that smart about dealing with mechanics. Motor pool, that's it. And I really just, and I wondered that. I'm like, is there some weird block going on there about mechanics? I don't know. It's really weird. The motor pool. Yes. So that's what he did in the Army. He was a mechanic in the Army. So yeah. But I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about how to take better care of myself and be more prepared when I go and ask questions and be more assertive when I go to get my RV done. So, hello, Braun from Australia. Yeah, the motor pool in the Army. Hello, the land of Hiawatha. Good to see. Hi, Sandra. Good to see you, my UP friend, who gave me all kinds of wonderful tips about the UP, some of which I stayed at that I can't show you. You know, it's interesting. I can't tell you how many Upper Peninsula people wrote to me and said, I have the best, Sandra, you weren't the only one. I have the best spot to share with you, but you can't tell anyone. They really covet their secret spots, and I don't blame them one bit. So I had some amazing places. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Good night, Kim. Bye. Thank you for being here. All right. I think I gotta go. I have to eat dinner. I'm getting hungry. And so I had Braun, I have the same sort of block with numbers. Oh, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. It's, I don't know what causes you to just completely like space out, or it's weird. It is, it's like a block. All right, Nancy, good night. Thank you for being here. Garages where you can watch them work is smart. That's very smart. All right. Thank you, Edie. Thank you. And again, another huge thank you to all the moderators. Yay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time, excuse me, to whack the trolls. Come here, Sadie. You want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? We're going to say goodnight. So I hope to see you guys in New York. Remember the 20th at Pratt's Falls in New York from noon to 3. And what fucking language? Is somebody having a problem with the fucking language? Does somebody not like the fucking fuck? Don't come here and act like my fucking mother. Hi, Terry. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I will see you on, I love my language too. Do you know it's a proven fact that intelligent people swear more? It's a proven fact. When's the next live stream? I don't know, Sandra. Sorry. You know I never plan them because I never know where I'm going to be, and I'm never know what my signal is going to be like. All right. Yeah, good luck, Edie. You have to figure out how much those KO2s are going to cost you. They're like $300 a piece. They're like, that's what they were for my rig. I think they were like $289 or something, or $269. So, all right, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you being here. Terry's brilliant. I know, right? That makes two of us. I must be fucking brilliant. All right. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and for being kind and understanding and wonderful and not shaming me for the way I talk or the choices that I make in my life. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm glad you got to hang out with me on this Friday. The look you lose, man. It's so weird. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. And I'll see many of you in New York very soon. All right. Thank you. Thank you. And I will be posting the New York thing. Hey, are you guys all following me on Facebook? You know, I post a lot of things on Facebook, a lot of notifications and messages. So check me out on Facebook, Carolyn's RV Life. I know a lot of you don't do Facebook. So if you're not there, maybe Instagram, Carolyn's RV Life. And if you want more real talk and politics, Twitter is where I do like no holds barred. And all right. Well, Natalie, we'll have to research that statement about smart people. It's true. All right, everybody. Thank you. And again, thank you, moderators. I'm signing off. Come here. Want to say goodbye? Want to say goodbye? Come here. Come say bye, everybody. Look it. Say bye. Oh, say goodbye. Oh, no, you can't kiss me. You catch chipmunks with that tongue. Look at her. I love her so much. You guys will get to meet her, too, if you come to New York. Thank you, guys. Bye. Oh, how do I turn it off? Hey. Bye, everyone. There we go.